afternoon and welcome to Saturday from cold and windy Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Quite a contrast to yesterday. And yesterday I was hot. I had to take my sweater off. Today I feel like I need a jacket.
24 ground texture and field, Juliet 4.
Got a nice breeze up here. Glad you guys are all here. We're going to start a few minutes early. We're expecting an Atlas Air 747 to come in later on today, so looking forward to bringing that to you. Got a CRJ lining up for departure. And right behind that, we got one of the FlexJet Challengers. Thank you all so much for being here today. We're going to do the best we can. Looks like I didn't charge this camera last night, so we still got about 40%, so we should still get a couple of hours out of it today. Looking forward to getting the 747 and whatever else might happen to come in while we're up here today. Perfect fall day. A little on the cool side, but really for late October, really not too bad. Actually just had an Atlas Air 747 fly over. Delta connection 3654, CRJ 900 heading to Detroit.
Yeah, the localizer for 6 right is on.
Might make that same trip next weekend. I haven't quite decided yet. I was going to go to the air show, but I don't think with the cost that we're going to head down to Pensacola. So maybe next weekend we'll go up to Toledo if the F-16s are flying around for drill weekend again. Usually it's the first weekend of the month. So if they're airborne, maybe we'll go up there.
Whiskey limit is going to maintain 3,000.
Maybe hit DTW2. We'll have to wait and see. It's up there somewhere.
Go
ahead and pull back because we got a FlexJet Challenger lining up for departure.
Delta Papa is going to maintain 4.
Just enough sun that it's annoying.
Transfer flight 1288, the airport 2 o'clock, 12 miles. Transfer flight 1288, clear visual approach runway 6 left, contact tower.
Yesterday we had almost no wind at all, so I could use the shotgun mic and pair it. Today I think it'd be a little bit too windy for that.
Northwest 271 at Queen, cleared out runway 6 left approach.
I'm not sure what's up with the C-130, why that happened to come in. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll see that leave today too.
522, runway 6 right, clear takeoff. 522, clear for takeoff.
Our next inbound flight, Frontier 1288 A320neo out of Sarasota, Florida. We're about 5 minutes out.
Check 5-3, ground. Check 5-3, set approved.
Staying out. Me and the tripod were in a really good spot yesterday. Just kind of got to get it back to what it was. I'll try to do a little bit here just to make sure everybody sees what we're doing.
Good afternoon, FlexJet 522 is past the 4600, coming via the SID. 522, you're on clearance.
All activity today is on runway 6 left and runway 6 right. We got a pretty strong wind coming out of the east. So I'm not surprised whatsoever that we're using 6s today. It's a pretty good day to be over on the other side, up close for the landing, so I'm sure a lot of people will be over there today. I like to be over here though, if we're going to do a live stream so you can see both departures and arrivals.
Delta Papa, thank you. Our cancellation is received. You're following that later about 12 o'clock and 5 miles or 7 or 28 to 12. Advisory restricted is Bruce, Block VFR.
Have to pull up Flight Radar 24 to see if the 747 is airborne yet. When I got up here, the scheduled time was, I think, 3:09. So I have to wait and see what happens. If you're a Columbus spotter, your your Dreamliner should be departing around 5 o'clock this afternoon down from CMH.
What's that, 522, contact Cleveland Center 135.
Did anybody do a flyover of the Buckeyes game, if anybody knows? I know that the T6s that we were watching actually did end up going into Columbus. They went in around 9:30 last night.
127.9, yeah, with 366.8.
Whoa! There's like a glare on the screen, so when I have my camera kind of turned all the way over, it's kind of a guess to figure out where they're at. Cancer is awful. Just a Frontier.
Shell 6207, read back is correct. Give me a call when the hands are pushing. I'll work on both out for you. 011, runway 6 left to the left.
Really pretty clouds today. We got those big puffy kind of like cotton clouds with the cumulus clouds that we have going on today. But every once in a while the sun goes behind them, and A, it gets really cold, but B, it also gets really kind of dark. All the trees behind it, very, very pretty right now with all the colors.
Actually, cruising approach, cruising altimeter 3037, stay altitude. Bravo, actually, thank you. 552, ready, taxi, yeah. 35, Roy 6 right, taxi via Kilo Lima. It's 1545, thank you.
Here's the 737. Flight 1545 will be heading to Houston. 737-900ER. Once belonged to Continental Airlines, this 737.
1545, runway 6 right, so take off. 1545.
I know this livery's been around for a long time, and it's a little bit dated maybe in today's day and age, but it's still one of my favorites out there. Kind of hope they keep one in this livery when it's all said and done. Maybe just put the Continental titles back on it. I still think that the 787 and the 737 MAX 9s with this livery look a lot better than the Evo Blue livery. I like the Evo Blue livery in a lot of airplanes, but I think this just fits those aircraft a little bit better. It's good to be back up here in Cleveland. I haven't been up here since before I went to Chicago. That was 2 weeks ago, so nice to be back home. Nice to be back up here. Just had a lot going on the last couple of weeks, so glad to be up here today. We'll probably come up again tomorrow.
Parachute jumping gates there for
we'll get that 747 departure probably around 6 o'clock or so tomorrow night. It's enough of a wind. Some of these things are really taking some steep climbs out of here today.
United 1545, contact departure. So United 1545 would be out of 2.5, climbing via the Zappa 5. United 1545, cruising departure, radar contact.
There he is, I was looking at the wrong cloud. think this might be our C5. C5 Galaxy out of Dover Air Force Base. I think the C5 crew that was here at the air show, they shared one of my videos. Got to get a little bit of personal time with that airplane with the crew, which I thought was really, really cool. And they asked me what did I want for the video, because I guess they really liked the video that I took. And I'm like, the only thing I wanted was a coin, so I got a challenge coin from them. Always a thrill when a pilot or a crew member or somebody reaches out and says that they like something that you did and they want to use it. So thank all of our veterans out there for their service. We're coming up to Veterans Day here in a couple of weeks. Thank everyone who has served or their families who have served, those who are currently serving, even those that are planning on serving. Thank you so much for your sacrifice and everything you do for our country. They will not be on the ground very long, I would imagine, especially with the headwind today. Oh yeah.
Flight 1 cleared into the Bravo from Metro Hospital. Better. CR1910.
I should do more bird spotting. I enjoy birds. We have a couple of parrots, so I should do more bird spotting. Need to get a little bit more lens though, I think, to be able to get really good shots and also learn a little bit more, but I should do some bird spotting. I've enjoyed the astrophotography this year with all the auroras, and we had the comet a couple of weeks ago and the eclipse earlier this year. So even though I'm definitely not an astrophotographer whatsoever, it's been kind of fun to go outside at night and play with settings on my cameras a little bit.
Golf Alpha, cross runway 6
on my
right,
camera.
contact ground point 7.
Not a fan of the early darkness either. Delta connection out of Boston. Saw JetBlue announce that they're going to retire the E190s here soon. And
November 9, 6, 8,
they look like they actually might be adding a flight. If I remember right, I think they're adding a flight to Hopkins, and it's going to be on the 8th annual visitor.
15 Bravo 5 via Lima Juliet 4
There's
Juliet.
the citation. Atlas has, I think, 3 or 4 at least passenger 747s in their fleet, but I feel like that's the one we see the most.
United 621, 7 tower runway 6 left runway.
They should be leaving tomorrow after the game, probably around 5, 6 o'clock. Hopefully it gets out of here before it gets dark. I'll try to get up here to get it for you.
53 is off the field, 53, thank you.
So sit back, relax, tell all of your friends, share the live stream. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already. Stay tuned, we're about 40 minutes or so out from a 747 coming into Cleveland Hopkins. I was really hoping that the Dubai Air Wing would have sent one this weekend too, so we would have 2 different 747s on the ramp. But doesn't look like that's going to happen. We haven't had any of the Dubai aircraft here for a couple of weeks now. Which means if they're back to the regular frequency, we should be seeing one in here pretty soon. Of course, there's no guarantee of that, but I always get excited when Dubai Air Wing shows up.
Trade 48, clear ground, Lima, Juliet 4, Juliet, hotel. Lima, Juliet 4, Juliet.
windy today, so I don't have the shotgun mic hooked up because we'd be facing directly into the wind. But I still hope it's coming through okay for you. Hoping the 747 would have got here a little earlier because I'm sure the light will probably, as the day goes on, will start becoming more and more backlit. So I was hoping that it would have got here while we still had good lighting over here. Over there would be the best angle of the landing, but you wouldn't see any of the departures over here, so I wanted to be over here for you so we can see departures and arrivals. I was kind of hoping we might see that C-130 depart as well. I have no idea if it will or not, but if it did, I wanted to be over here for it. Because it could be spending the weekend, who knows?
Trade for you, good. Trade for 8, you can taxi around it to the east, and as long as your wingspan is less than 78 degrees, you should be clear through it. All good, thanks for checking.
Here's the United. Max 8 inbound from Denver.
Uniform closing departure, descent, climb and maintain 900 south. Radar contact mile east of Cuyahoga County Airport, clear direct Delta Alpha November.
Bunch of VIP movement today. It'll be fun to see. Yeah, a lot of fun making plans around Philly. I can only imagine. Aviation cat won't make it to the airport today. Hopefully it'll fly over your house. I feel like they usually come up, turn around in the Youngstown area, and then fly parallel with the airport before turning final and coming in. It's usually how they come up from BWI. This guy was not taxiing as fast as I thought.
5634 contact, 6120, 2077. 207, projected 634.
Flight 6207, E175 heading to Dulles.
Keep the speed up, American will give way to you. 1535, sequence beyond citation. Sequence beyond citation.
Got an American 737 taxiing over for departure. See that aircraft here in a couple of minutes. United Express finally has what they need to get down to IAD, Washington Dulles International Airport. hope to make the trip down there myself here in the next few weeks. All I want is that Star Wars plane. All I want. I want Alaska's too. I still haven't sent it to us.
Is 1934, wheels up 34 times.
Hopefully very soon.
We'll take it 1934 for 1+1, Roger. We're at September 1200, change fluid.
I didn't even see it. It was blending in with the background.
Contact departure.
Oh, that's a cool looking airplane, almost like a bare metal.
Departure, radar contact. Your film on 4000.
We'll probably lose it behind the American here in a second, but what a neat airplane. Neat livery on this, I think it's a Citation. There's the American. .747 already beginning its descent. We should see that here in about 20 minutes or so. The American is flight 1535, 737-800 will be heading to Charlotte.
Contact departure, we'll see you. Fox from departure, radar contact on Beacon 4000. Off the uniform contact in center 120.6. Frontier 2467, clean ground, roger.
So we got a little bit of a headwind today. The 737s are clearing the trees.
American 1535, contact.
Music theory is one of the great joys and the great frustrations in life for sure. If you're interested in music or music education or music performance, to see the E175. Do miss it sometimes. I mean, I enjoy the job that I have and the flexibilities and everything with it and the paycheck that goes with it, but still working on the flying and everything like that. That's a long-term goal. But
Taxi 2, Bravo 2, via Lima Juliet 5 Juliet.
here's the CRJ.
Lima Juliet 5 Juliet.
If you're an air traffic controller, you should really put the 747 on the right side today.
26 ground.
If the 74 lands on 6 right, I will do a backflip or something. I don't know.
9 for TD side pleasure.
I can see one of the Frontiers is taxiing our way now, behind the CRJ. We should see that here in a minute. PSA heading to DCA.
515 knots off on throttle. You can continue onto the runway, but you can continue past the runway 6 right departure. Just hold short of the runway 6 left departure.
PSA is flight 5535. It'll be heading to DCA. The Frontier is flight 2467. It's an A321neo. Buck the Pronghorn heading to Atlanta. Should be our next 2 departures. A SkyQuest Learjet has gone live out of Atlantic, so that should be heading our way here soon. Meanwhile, the United has also turned final, so got a decent amount of aviation action going on for you right now. Let's go. We'll get the Frontier while we wait for American Eagle.
355, runway 6 right, level away. Speed's full length.
Airbus A321neo for Frontier here today. I think this guy was running through my yard here this morning. Hey, what is going on down here? They must be doing a runway, a snow cleaning exercise right now. We talked about NOTAMs earlier today for de-icing. I think that's what we have going on.
So 4159 to the tower, runway 6 left to the land, wind 360 at 12.
I think that's what we're doing, is we are practicing clearing the runways and taxiways.
8054 heavy.
Getting ready for that 4-letter curse word that we should be seeing here very soon. I am not ready for it. The United.
4369, wheels up will be 44.
Frontier is just lined up on the runway now. Line up and wait. Southwest has turned final behind it.
Flight 2467. 1411, taxi golf off, we'll turn around right. Turn 26 ground. 26 through on top of it. Right, right, right. 6+9, cross runway 6 right at Papa, report clear.
I'll be very upset if they close this runway though. Very upset.
Right at the Alpha, ground point.
I don't think they do. They will just go back over to the other side. We'll get everything over there. We'll see what happens.
At Alpha, ground point 7, departure I-10, clean up from 3037.
Yeah, they actually could be going over. Actually, they're crossing. They could be going to 6 left. Don't think they're going to close it. I really do think they're just practicing. Well, I don't know, that truck in the back might have the X with it. They might be heading over to close that runway. Can't really tell. Meanwhile, Southwest got the touchdown out of Orlando.
Left to the land, wind 330 at 12, gust 21. Good wind, 6 left on 6. 1411, turn it back to Lima for Charlie 23. At 1411, clicking ground, taxi via Lima, Juliet 4, Juliet. Juliet 4, Juliet, United 4.
Here's the Delta. About 10 minutes out for the 747, so if you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that comment button down below. I'll try to get to the comments here in a second. Hit that subscribe button, share with all of your friends. You're not going to miss the 747 landing here at Hopkins Airport, about 10 minutes out. Delta's showing how it's done there. Nice smooth landing over there on 6 left. Yeah, they're on the taxiway in between. Like there's no way. Trying to figure out what they're doing though.
On Atlantic, go ahead. That inbound 20 drops to 2. We do have those vehicles right inside, and you are finished. You guys are back to jet. Good afternoon.
It looks like based on all the traffic that I see, the 747 will probably be the next arrival. There is a United flight 1673 out of Houston. They are 12 minutes out, flying just north of Mansfield. I think the 74 will get here first.
3 clear approach, hotel current, and
that's the 747. I can't see it because of the trees, but it's off to my right here. It'll be flying parallel with the field before coming in. Southwest 4369, a 737 MAX 8 taxiing for departure. We're heading to BWI. We should see that departing here in the next couple of minutes.
1939 Bravo 4 via Lima, Juliet 5, Juliet.
And we'll put this up here and get this ready to go. Right now, I guess we'll watch all the construction that's going on.
Yeah, 372, clicking ground, runway 6 right, taxi via Juliet, Juliet 6, Lima.
Yeah, no trailer on it, so they're not going to close it. Looks like he's just doing a sweep. Meanwhile, we got the 737 MAX 8 for Southwest Airlines. It'll be heading to BWI. 747 is over Strongsville.
4369, coming down runway 6 right, take off. 4369, can't take off, sorry, survive ready.
I see if I can see it, but I think with the trees. It's a little bit blocked from me. It should be more or less behind me. A little windy right now.
4 heavy, clearance off the right, 2 o'clock, and 1 0 mile. 4 heavy, clear report on 6 left.
Well, that's about the shortest takeoff roll I think I've ever seen out of a 737 off the runway over here. This Southwest up quick. They do have a pretty decent headwind today. May not be fully loaded either, heading to BWI. There she is, our queen of the sky, the Atlas Air 747. Baltimore Ravens charter, Atlas Air coming in today. The Giant 8054. It is coming in on 6 left.
Clear report on 6 right. 369 contact position 160.6.
There she is, everyone. Atlas Air 8054, the queen of the skies, rolling out on runway 6 left. Baltimore Ravens charter. Don't see a lot of passenger 747s left up around here anymore. Glad to see that one come in. They'll be taxiing over to pad 3. The team will get off here in a little bit. And then that aircraft should be leaving tomorrow around, probably around 6 o'clock or so after the game.
United 1673.
Always a good time to see the queen of the skies, even when she's photobombed by Frontier.
Frontier 1546 for now. Fire the runway heading, maintain 6000.
Aviation kind of want to see your photos. Do they go right over your house?
Runway 6 right, quick takeoff. 6 right, quick for takeoff, Frontier 372.
Thank you so much. Amazing shot. Beautiful by Ben Steve. Thank you so much. NASCAR bot said we get a salute for Czech Airlines. Yeah, absolutely. Today, Czech Airlines is suspending service. I think they were, when they were merged by, I think they merged with Germanwings, if I heard right. Alex says, boo Ravens J747. Amen to that. The only good thing about the Ratbirds is their charter.
Tier 1546, turn right, heading 0
that they're probably going to spank the Browns tomorrow, but maybe, you never know. Hopefully the Browns can pull out a win tomorrow for Jim Donovan, who, if you didn't hear earlier, they announced that he passed away of cancer this afternoon. So maybe the Browns can get a win for him tomorrow. Hey, that United we were talking about earlier is actually coming in over here on 6 right. So let's get the United that's coming in. This aircraft is inbound from Houston. Queen will hold for the United.
Heading 150, expect direct LeBron, time maintaining 14,000.
Surprised I haven't seen a mass group of people booking it from Heartland or the Lights or wherever they're at over there, trying to get over to the Postal Road as quickly as they can to get some pictures of it turning in. You might make it. So the crew base is working hard today. That 321.
Jet 130, Cleveland Tower, wind 340 at 9er, gust 17, runway 6 left, clear away. Traffic 6 red on Alpha, we should go up there. Shore 64, closing ground, you going to Atlantic? Yes, now, Shore 64, Lima Fox, 2 Atlantic. Fox, Shore 64. 2, 4,000.
Got a little bit of a crosswind now that we didn't have earlier, so you see planes rocking back and forth a little bit more.
Opening to Cleveland, off the left, 10 o'clock, and 10 miles. 2 Cougars, for only 6 left. 580, going to maintain 4,000. Yeah.
Meanwhile, we got this E-175 taxiing over for departure. Thank you so much for being here. A little cool and windy up here in Cleveland today. So I got the scanner plugged in instead of using the other mic like we did yesterday. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying the video. If you haven't done so already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you so much, everyone's support. Thank you so much for all your help growing the channel. If you've been here since 2021 when I started plane spotting up here, thank you so much for your long-term support. Frontier touching out. Hope everyone's having a great weekend. Enjoying the nice weather we've had the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Saturday.
Cleveland Tower, wind 350 at 12, gust 17, runway 6 left. 5815, Cleveland Tower, runway 6 right.
E-175, they're waiting to get the trucks off the runway, I'm sure.
15, 6 right.
Frontier 1472, it's an A321neo out of Phoenix, Arizona on final for 6 left. There's also a NetJet Citation that'll be coming in behind that. And American Eagle 5358. Out of DCA, next couple of arrivals for us today.
But you should be able to roll to the other. All right, thanks. Yeah, 580, ports on 6 left.
White tip shark. Inbound from Phoenix.
6 right, traffic holding position. Rick 5815, contact departure.
And here is our SkyQuest Learjet we were talking about earlier that has gone live.
Midfield quadrant. R7, roger, receive midfield quadrant. Receive midfield quadrant, car 7. Hunter 1832, cruising ground, taxi via Lima, Juliet 6, Juliet.
Juliet 6, Juliet 3.8 to 32.
Contact on routine 14,000. Climb maintain 14,000, but you guys are here 26368, descend to maintain 4,000. 580 contact, waiting down. Okay, executive 580, Cleveland Tower, wind 340 at 11, gust 17, runway 6 left, clear to land.
Back tomorrow, that would be amazing, but it should be staying tonight. There are more and more teams using the Atlas 747s. Used to only be like 1 or 2 teams would use them. Now it's several teams are using their services for charters. We should get them later on this year when the Dolphins come to town, one of the last weeks of the season. So we should get the Atlas 747 twice this year up here. Excuse me. Heading looks like our convoy of construction vehicles. Can't tell if they wrapped up or if they're just moving farther up the field.
133 contact to the center 120.6. Currently 1810. 225, the aircraft on Foxtrot gives way for you. Aircraft gives way to 225. United 457, cruising ground, runway 6 right, taxi via Juliet 1, Kilo Lima. Juliet 1, Kilo Lima 6 right, we have Victor at
Gonna pull up the
64, what's your, or 63, whatever your
registration on that KC 135 and see if where it's maybe based at. Nah, it does say Tinker on the tail, so. I was thinking if it's in McConnell, maybe it would be coming our way. Looks like we might be done. I think we're getting off the, maybe getting off the field now.
United 457, taxi, Juliet 1, short of Kilo. Juliet 1, short of Kilo.
Southwest 737, taxi over for departure. Looks like a 737 MAX.
United waits for you. Lima Kilo Hotel, no delay, A short 6.
Flight 225 will be heading to Denver.
Jet 580 cruising ground, taxi to Atlantic via Lima, Foxtrot for now, short
There's also a SkyQuest Hawker, I think it's the one that just came in. I can't tell, it looks like it's actually heading behind it, I think it is. So that aircraft might be, I can't tell if it's heading back out or it's still going in. I'm sure it's probably still going back in.
26 cross runway 6.
Those look to be the next couple of departures. The American Eagle out of DCA is turning final, as well as the United and the American that we have coming in. Another SkyQuest Hawker is over Mansfield heading this way.
Copy that off golf, 20 minutes out, 4 bags. We have those 2 vehicles are inside, negative.
There's the Southwest. When the sun comes out, it's not too bad, but when the sun goes behind the clouds, it gets pretty chilly.
Atlantic via Lima Foxtrot. 457, continue runway 6 right via Kilo Lima. Kilo Lima 6 right, of course.
Flight 225 heading to Denver for the Southwest.
26, and crew, roger, proceed back water. 6 right, clear for takeoff. 225.
Maybe, I can't tell. Is that a jet or just the top of a, I can't tell. I mean, okay, I do see a jet, but I can't tell if it's coming all the way down, if it's just going into Atlanta. American Eagle on final. Meanwhile, Southwest taxiing out, or heading out. Flight will be heading to Denver. United also heading over here for departure. American Eagle touching down right now. We'll just follow Southwest as they head over. Ready to turn, probably turn to the left, go over the lake, and start this journey out to Denver. United's new livery. It does look really nice on the right leg, though, doesn't it? The sun gleaming off the side. Has a little bit of a Pan Am look to it, I think, with the colors.
32, yes, I do.
Heading over to O'Hare.
Contact radius out. 6170 knots, go 5 off on us. Operator for Sony, squawk 1200, exchange crew, have it going. Call traffic 2 o'clock and 6 miles southbound, 10,000 for 7,000 at now. My 6 left, clear to land. United 457, contact departure. Departure, United 4.
I think this is such a nice look on the MAX 9 though, with the wave, the Dreamliner livery.
We're under PD, to maintain 6,000. 32, 5% heading to maintain 6,000. Seven contact to center 13511. 73 center 13511. 7 Cleveland. 47 again. 457 Cleveland approach, correct, Cleveland center 35-1. 35-1, airport. 32, turn 10 degrees right. Juliet 4, Juliet 3.
The Phenom. Maybe one of the trans medical aircraft. I can't tell for sure.
Need to maintain 3 hours. Sure, 799, ground taxi Atlantic via Lima Foxtrot.
Meanwhile, behind the phenom, we should have Frontier Flight 3232, if I remember right. It's an A320neo out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
Cross runway 6 right in November, Lima, Foxtrot to Atlantic.
Well, I think that'll do it for today from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Got the low battery light on the camera now. I'm gonna get home and get some dinner and go from there. Hope you guys all enjoyed the live stream. Hope everyone saw the 747 come in. We'll go ahead and re-upload this with the full high definition video that I was recording from it. So we'll get this re-uploaded for you if you missed it earlier on today. That aircraft should be leaving around 6 o'clock, probably tomorrow night after the game. So we'll try to get up here to get that leaving for you. If you enjoyed the live stream, I hope you hit that like button down below. If you really like to hit the subscribe button down below as well. I usually try to get up here about 3 or 4 times a week. So looking forward, got all kinds of cool stuff coming up that I hope to bring to you here soon. Check out some of the other videos if you haven't done so already. And I hope everyone has a great rest of the weekend. Follow me on social media at Nick Flies Media on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Hope you all have a great rest of the night, great weekend. Thinking about Jim Donovan and his family and friends and all the Browns fans with his passing earlier today. We'll keep an eye in the sky, see if anything military comes in, and try to get up here tomorrow to get the 747 leaving. So I'm looking forward to bringing that to you. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll catch you next time from Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Have a great night, everybody.